Hello again.
Hi, Chris.
How you going?
Good. Welcome back to Cairns.
It's good to be back.
Great.
What have you got lined up for me this time?
Well, I hope we've got some good cases for you.
Always have. Just
Go
that
on out the
extra
back.
special one.
Yes.
Chris is at the Marlin Coast Veterinary Hospital in far north Queensland. He's lending a hand at the busy clinic, which looks after both native and domestic animals. But there's no time for the visiting vet to settle in.
How you doing? Danny, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Chris. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Is the dog that got a bit close to the trimmer? Come on through.
Trimmer, I should say. Come on.
Danny, the clinic's gardener, has brought in his dog Misty after a freak accident at home.
So what happened?
I was just trimming up my hedge trimmer.
Yeah.
Just on the hedge, and she just ran in and snapped at it, so then he just bit the bottom of the blade.
Oh, God.
And then
Yeah, wow.
I thought to begin with I chopped a nose off or cut her lips open sort of thing, and the amount of blood that was everywhere.
That blade has cut right across her nose there. Yeah, it's got blood in the mouth too.
Well, there could be a tongue could be caught as well.
Yeah. Misty looks quite stressed, but also around her mouth you can see a lot of blood. The first challenge is going to be working out exactly where this blood's coming from. The first check is inside her mouth, especially around her tongue. When a dog lunges, sometimes the tongue will come out. If that's happened, it could have been cut off.
Fortunately, Misty's tongue looks to be intact. But Chris is still worried about the deep cut to her nose.
It's obviously gone through that top layer, which is quite thick, and then down into the tissue underneath. Really, if she'd gone a half a centimetre further on, that would have taken her nose off. The problem we've got is that it's quite an open wound, and it's still spreading out. And as it swells, since the injury is quite recent, it will actually push those wound edges further apart. I really think the only option for her is to actually stitch that nose.
Okay.
If she continues to lick at it, then those wound edges aren't going to come together as we need them to. So the simple fact is, what she needs is an anaesthetic and stitches. Okay, so if you don't mind, I'll take her from you now. Cheers.
So they might put him to sleep and then take the hook out.
Trinette and her daughters Maya and Amy have arrived at the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH with a distressed bird they've named Colin.
We were going to Main Cove River Park for a bit of afternoon activities that we found a bird stuck in the reeds. So we investigated and discovered that he had a hook and fishing lines attached to him and to the reeds, so he couldn't get away.
Trinette and her family of committed rescuers managed to capture Colin. They're now hoping that emergency vet Dr. Claire Boland can help the injured cormorant.
Hi, how are you? I'm Claire. What do you have down here?
Cormorant, we found it at Main Cove River Park.
Oh, great. Let's bring him in and we'll have a look. Come through this way. Okay. Oh, yeah, isn't he beautiful?
Yep.
But he's got a hook hanging out.
But you can see it, can't you?
Yeah.
So not very happy.
No. I can see a fish hook stuck in his feathers, in his chest, just near his wing. He looks cold, he's wet, he's shivering. I don't know what damage that fish hook's done yet. Hello. Okay, I can see that fishing line. Have a look under here at the hook. Look how big that is. If this hook was left in there, it's going to cause a nasty infection and he'll get really, really sick. Okay. This little guy has been so lucky to be found by Trinette and the girls when he was. If he spent another night out there, I don't know if he would have survived.
Claire is also worried that the hook may have punctured the cormorant's vital organs or even broken his bones.
That's a good bird, hey?
A full examination is needed to determine if Colin has any other potentially life-threatening injuries.
He's probably been flapping around quite a bit on the end of the fishing line, so he could have some trauma. At this stage, I haven't found any other injuries. He's holding his wings in the right position, he's using his feet, and he looks fairly bright and responsive. So our next step, we'll take him through and give him an anaesthetic, take an X-ray of him, assess him to see if he's eaten any further hooks. Well, good job. They're pretty hard to catch.
Yeah, and it was very muddy, very slippery.
Yeah, we'll take him through and get him assessed. Okay, take some x-rays and see what we find.
Fantastic.
All right, great. The worst case for this little cormorant is if it has damaged his flight muscles, broken a bone, or punctured into his internal cavities like his chest or his lungs. He could get a really serious infection, and I don't know if we'll be able to save him if that's happened.
Have you ever seen this before? The dog that's tried to attack an edge trimmer?
No, I haven't actually. So, there's a first time for everything.
Yeah.
At the Marlin Coast Veterinary Hospital in Cairns, Chris is anaesthetising Misty.
Good girl.
The naughty border collie seriously injured her nose on a hedge trimmer.
So now Misty is anaesthetised. It's time to get her through to surgery and try to correct all the damage that hedge trimmer did. Okay, here we go. From what I can see right now, it seems like the entire left side of the nostril needs to be put back together and just a small section of the right. We should be looking at around 4 stitches to really bring this together. Whew.
But almost straight away, what Chris believed to be a relatively straightforward procedure has suddenly become a lot more complicated.
You can see now as I'm putting these sutures through just how deep that wound is. Wow, so that's going a lot further back than we thought. See, that's extending right into the back of the nose. We're going deep into the nostril there. So it's clearly one blade has come across, just clipped here and cut right into the side of the nose there, then continued on and cut through there. So, whew. You can see just how close to absolute disaster Misty has come here.
Misty will now need even more stitches in her lacerated nose.
This is a very small and a very sensitive area. So if I'm in any way off with my sutures, it will actually pull the nose off to one side. That's obviously not what we want here. All right, it's pretty good. The left side has actually come together pretty well, but now it's onto the right side. The challenge here is that we're now so far up this nostril here that I really can't see where the suture's been placed. You're really going more on feel. We're now 7 stitches in, and that really gives you a good measure of the fact that without stitches, this just would not have closed up. All right, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sutures later, we're done.
Finally, Misty's nose job is finished and the border collie can be taken off anaesthetic.
All Misty needs to do now is to sleep off the anaesthetic, and soon enough, Danny will be here to take her home. You rest up.
Hi, Serena.
Hi.
Guess what I've got?
What is this?
A cormorant.
Oh, wow.
At SASH, little Colin is in serious trouble.
He's got a big fish hook stuck on his chest.
Oh my God, he has too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emergency vet Dr. Claire Boland is hoping x-rays will confirm whether the hook has caused any serious internal injuries.
All right, buddy.
But first, Colin needs to be anaesthetised, and it's incredibly risky.
Pop your head in there, sweetie. We can't keep this little cormorant asleep for too long. He can build up anaesthetic in his system and they can stop breathing and even die. Big deep breaths, buddy. Big deep breaths. Go to sleep, Colin. We have to get the procedures done as quickly as possible. Okay, that's good. He's finally asleep. I want to make sure the fish hook in his skin hasn't done any damage to his bones. Okay. Ah, there he is. It's good news on his x-ray. It looks like the fish hook's just in the skin or maybe the muscle, but it doesn't look like it's damaged anything internally, and I don't see any fish hooks in his stomach.
But the little bird isn't out of danger yet. The fish hook needs to be removed urgently, and it will be a delicate procedure.
We'll just get him to go back to sleep and then we'll try and take this hook out, okay, Serena? Okay. I don't want to cause any further damage to his skin or his muscles, and I don't want to leave any little bits behind. That could cause a really nasty infection.
You happy with how that looks and feels? Shall we go and cut the small talk? Right, let's go.
At the Marlin Coast Veterinary Hospital, Danny is waiting for his little mate, Misty.
Look, it is the boss.
The naughty border collie attacked a hedge trimmer and needed surgery to repair her nose.
Excited to pick her up. Hopefully she's all better now. Hopefully Chris has done the trick.
How are you, Dad?
Good, thanks. Misty.
Well, the tail's wagging. That's a good sign.
She's still in one piece?
Yep. What do you reckon?
Oh, well, you can't even see them.
So it took 9 stitches.
9 stitches?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And right on the inside of this right nostril, it was cut about 1 centimetre back. So on the side that didn't look too badly affected, that was actually where most of the damage was.
Misty is very neat. You could hardly see the stitches, but it's amazing that Chris was able to stitch it all up. I'm hoping now that Misty will stay away from my tools when I'm using them and sit back and watch instead of chasing them and biting at them. Thanks
Well, it
very
looks
much.
that she's keen to get going.
Oh, yes.
All the best, Dan.
Yeah, greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. I'm going to say I'm happy and even a little bit relieved that Danny thinks I've done a good nose job on Misty. And hopefully for Misty's sake, she's got a few days off the job from now on. This part of North Queensland is renowned for having some pretty fast and some pretty deadly wildlife, but the animal I'm about to go and see is one of the slowest creatures around, but it's that speed that may have just got him into trouble.
Later that day, Chris is answering an emergency call-out for an unusual hit-run victim.
Who is it, boys?
Hello? Are you the turtle I come about?
Hello,
No?
how are you?
I'm Chris.
Christy, lovely to meet
Chrissy.
you.
Hey guys.
Say hello, this is Xavier and Tane.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming. We've
That's
got
all
a
right.
sick turtle.
Yeah, where is he?
Just through here.
All right.
Christy is concerned about an injured turtle she found on the side of a busy local road.
He was almost getting hit by the other cars passing by, so we got out of the car, we picked him up and we saw that he'd had a big crack underneath, so we brought him home and called Marlin Coast. This is Donatello.
Donatello. Who named him Donatello? Where did you find him?
He was just on the side of the road.
I might get him out and have a look at him. He is a big turtle. He's a lot bigger than we get back home.
Really?
Yeah, you bet.
We breed them big up here.
It's a monster.
Thank you.
Guys, could you just grab my little box there?
Good boy.
Thank you. The first thing Christy noticed when she picked up this turtle is that it has a crack. Sometimes the crack in the shell can only be a hint as to what's occurring beneath the shell. So my worry is that if the car's hit this guy hard enough, then it may have actually ruptured those internal organs. We could be looking at a pneumothorax, so a punctured lung, or even more serious internal injuries. So that is a big crack right there. When you look at where the injuries are at the front of the shell underneath and also the chip here, it's safe to assume that when it was hit by a car, the car hit the front half.
Yeah.
What I find amazing though is with this neck being so long, how the head hasn't got any injuries.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, you find it incredibly hard to tuck all of that neck and head inside the shell. So it's either been incredibly lucky or there are injuries that we just haven't seen yet. I'll just check out the rest of him for any other injuries.
So it is a boy?
Well, that's what I was going to look at.
Is that a tail or?
It's a tail, but would you call him Donatello?
Oh.
You okay with Donna?
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
So I'm quite keen to take her back to the clinic and x-ray her to see whether she has any other serious injuries.
Yeah.
So we're going to take her now and go and patch her up.
And when you finish, can you take her back here? And then we put her back where we found her, but not on the road.
Yeah, we'll definitely let you know when she's all fixed up. Even though we've cleared up a few mysteries, like the fact that he is actually a she, there are still quite a few unknowns here. We truly won't know the extent of Donna's injuries until we get back to the clinic. An X-ray will give us a really clear view about what's happening underneath that shell. And once we do that, we'll be able to plan out what sort of future she has. Okay, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks again. See you later, Chris.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Hopefully the hook comes out easily. I don't know how far that's stuck in.
At SASH, emergency vet Dr. Claire Boland is about to try to remove the fishhook, which is lodged in Colin's abdomen.
Oh wow, yeah.
Quite red and swollen.
Claire will need to work fast.
Keep breathing, little buddy. That's all we want. Cormorants are not good under anaesthetic. They're used to diving deep under the water and they can hold their breath for a very long time.
It will be vet nurse Serena's job to closely monitor Colin's breathing and heart rate throughout the procedure.
How is he, Serena?
Yeah, he's fine.
He's good?
Yep.
So I'm going to try and remove this hook. I'm going to cut off the end with some pliers and then feed it through, pulling it out barb first so that I don't tear his skin. It's all right, little buddy. It's almost through.
Oh wow.
There.
That's a very big hook.
Look how big that is. It's got a big barb on there. If we had have pulled that through the other way, that would have done a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give that a clean off with some alcohol. And then we'll glue you back together, little bird.
A surgical strength tissue glue will be used instead of stitches to close up the 2 wounds left by the hook.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm going to give him some antibiotics, pain relief, and warm fluids before he wakes up. Okay, so we've finished his fluids. Let's turn his anaesthetic off and wake him up. Now, this is the real test where I like to see him breathe.
Colin has now been anaesthetised for more than 30 minutes, so it's important that the little bird wakes up as quickly as possible.
Come on, little buddy. Come on, Colin. It's all finished. The hook's gone. His procedure's all finished and now I'm waking him up. At the moment, he's not really taking any breaths. I can't tell if he's just holding his breath because he's a seabird or if he's actually stopped breathing because of the anaesthetic. Wake up, buddy. Big deep breaths. Let's try him without his mask for a minute, Serena. Oh, his eyes are starting to open. Oh, almost. He's moving. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
You're back again. He's breathing again. I'm really happy. In your hot, bud.
Colin is still a bit groggy from the anaesthetic, and he'll have to be closely monitored overnight in case of any side effects.
It's all finished, buddy.
She's got a big crack right across the middle there.
Poor darling.
So I might X-ray her straight away.
Yep.
In Cairns, Chris has arrived back at the Marlin Coast Veterinary Hospital with Donna.
Yeah, that's a nasty wound.
The long-necked turtle is in a bad way after being run over by a car.
Now we've made it back to the clinic, the reality dawns on me. This is where we have to try to fix this shell. And the more I look at it, the more I realise it's going to be one hell of a task. Do you have a box? I just need to find a way of positioning her on the X-ray. So I want to get a view straight through the side of a shell.
Yeah,
Any old cardboard boxes or polystyrene boxes? I think I've got an idea. What do you reckon?
Let's give it a go.
Okay.
With vet nurse Crystal giving the tick of approval, Chris is now ready to put his unusual invention to the test.
It's pretty good. You're not happy, are you? And deservedly so, but at least you can actually look me in the eyes and express your displeasure about this situation. All right, I'll make this quick. There's no doubt in my mind that not fixing Donna's shell is simply not an option. With an open shell like this, bacteria can just go straight inside the body, and from there, we're talking about a serious infection that could very well be fatal. Okay, she's pretty settled now. Okay, ready to go?
Yep. Cool.
You were very good. That neck just goes everywhere, doesn't it? Okay, we just need one more shot here. This might actually be the hardest one of all. Just straight on.
Turtles obviously look like very unique creatures, and they certainly are. But you have to remember those bony plates that make up the shell are really there to protect the internal organs. Once you go through the shell, chances are there's something significant sitting underneath it.
The fact is, in order to fully assess how serious Donna's injuries are, we need two views, one on the side and one from above. We've now taken those, so it's time to see the results. Wow, didn't expect that.
How you going, Sam?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good, mate. I'm Steve. How are you?
Today, Specialist Surgeon Dr. Steve Fernside is working away from SASH. He's volunteering with a very important community clinic.
Well, I'm here today with Pets in the Park, which is great. It's a charity that helps support homeless people and their pets. So we're going to have a look over a few pets today and meet their owners, which is wonderful.
His first patient is 3-year-old Ty and his owner Sam.
I'm just worried about a pressure sore that he's got on his back foot.
Yeah, let's have a look. Which leg?
Right rear.
Right rear. All right.
It's all pussy.
Yeah, you might need a bit of treatment, that one, because that's actually open. And it's not too bad at the moment, but it could get a bit nasty. When you first look at Ty, you can see he's got some of these skin lesions that are signs that he's been living life reasonably hard. His bed most of the time is a concrete floor, and he's starting to get those abrasive type lesions over his pressure points, which if they get bad can become ulcerated and infected, and that can be a serious problem for this dog. We'll give you some antibiotic lotion for that, and that'll just keep it a little bit cleaner and help you maintain it while that callus forms over that spot. So it'll take the sting out of it, and it'll just help make it a bit more comfortable while it heals over, all right?
Basic medical treatment for animals can cost hundreds of dollars, but the team from Pets in the Park perform essential procedures free of charge.
For people who live on the street or live pretty hard lives, dogs are fantastic. They're always there for you, they're always happy to see you, never give you a hard time. So for those people, they are an essential part of their life. So if you can show everybody in Sydney how that dog looks, that's how a dog's supposed to look. Pretty fit, pretty slim. So whatever you're doing the right thing, mate. Looks great.
Thanks a lot. Whenever there's something wrong with him, whether, you know what I mean, it's something small or something major, yeah, I worry about him just like you do your children. So, yeah, it's nice to know that I'm doing the right thing.
In Cairns, Chris is anxiously awaiting the results of Donna's x-rays. The long-necked turtle has been run over by a car, and Chris is worried she may have serious internal injuries.
There are really a few important parts of this x-ray. First of all, we want to see the initial injury we knew was already there, this crack in the base of the shell, and that's certainly showing that whilst it's there, it's not penetrating into any body cavities, which is really good news, but also it's allowing us to see the rest of the shell and see that there are no other cracks, there's no other damage that's been caused by the car.
Although the first shot is good news, it's the second x-ray that holds most of the concern for me, because it'll reveal whether any organs have been damaged and whether any infection has taken hold.
It's a very different view, but what it does show as well is that this head and neck, it really does protrude out the outside of the shell, and I'm still amazed that it hasn't been run over, because by the looks of it, there are no fractures through this neck region here. All the feet and leg bones are intact and fine, right down to these back legs. They're incredible creatures because they have almost all the same bones that we have, only they look so completely different. It's just all kept within this shell that's meant to provide that safety barrier for them.
Donna's shell has saved her life, but it's come at a cost.
I've never treated a freshwater turtle this big and never had to deal with a fracture in a shell this large. My concern right now is that maybe there is no way of fixing this injury.
First of all, we have to lever it back into place, but then we need to work out a way to actually keep it in place, bearing in mind that we've got an animal that's going to rely on the shell for protection. fixing turtle shells like that, it's never easy. And right now, I'm not even sure how we do fix it. The tricky thing here is that you've got quite a thick shell that's fractured the whole way through, and the X-ray proves it. They are incredibly hard to fix, and right now, I'm not even sure we can fix it.
If we can't fix this shell, then Donna will never be able to go back to the wild, and infection will be a constant concern for her.
There is something that I've seen done before, which might work.
Yeah. Is it a bit of a gamble?
It is, but I might need some of the other nurses' help. So you guys don't happen to have spare bra clips? I'm being serious.
Well, I could take mine off.
Sorry, that wasn't a request. I just... Quite seriously, there is something I can do with bra clips. You left. Is there a shop that would have something like that? Like the clips that attach the bra at the back?
It's just one down the road at the shopping centre.
Yeah? Okay, is that going to be the safer option here?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to leave now.
I'm not sure if bra hooks have ever been used to fix a turtle shell before. I'm guessing not, though.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hey, I have a rather interesting request.
Yeah?
I'm looking for some bra clips.
Some bra clips.
Not for me.
Yeah?
I've got all the support I need, but it's for a turtle.
A turtle?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you have any little clips that I can sort of put over a crack in a shell and kind of tie some wire around? Just little metal clips is what I'm looking for.
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about. How about if we go that way?
Yeah, okay.
It's not every day you get somebody coming in, especially a vet, looking for a bra clip. I think something like this, because you've got so much of a backing on it, that would probably glue better. And then, if you
What are they for?
These are for your pants. So you hook them around, and see the hook in here? So you might be able to hook it around, just like doing up the wedding dress, that one.
I've got a lot of experience with that.
Exactly, yes. You come in looking for a bra clip. I think he's got a one-track mind, but he's all sorted out now. I've sold him something else, hunky-dory. Our little turtle's going to be fine from now on.
All right, thank you very much.
OK, see ya. Have a good one.
Yeah, we'll do.
See you next time.
Of course. There'll be a next time.
Bye.
See you later.
So Ashley, has he always limped since you've had him the whole time?
Oh, it happened at about, I think, maybe about 3 months.
Yeah, OK.
Dr. Steve Fernside is examining Thor as a part of a clinic called Pets in the Park, a free veterinary service for Sydney's homeless community.
Let's have a feel of these knees. When you actually manipulate, you can actually click his knee in and out of the groove. And when you click it out, he holds his leg up in the air. And then when we put it back in, he'll actually put it down again. And what that's called is a luxating patella. The patella is the kneecap. And what happens is it's supposed to sit in a little groove in their knee, and when the little kneecap slips out of the knee, not only does it hurt, but the knee becomes a little bit unstable. Thor's got a very common condition we see in little dogs. It's a difficult condition because sometimes it can cause quite serious debilitation. Often we need to operate, and we need to manage arthritis as well.
But surgery isn't an option for Ashley. However, with the help of the Pets in the Park program, Thor will receive injections to help manage any pain.
I just feel so much better. And to know he's going to be okay, it's a big relief.
Steve's next patient is Thor's brother, Dodge.
We might give these ears a clean. There is a bit of wax down there, and if that builds up too much, they can get a bit grotty and smelly. All right, Sport. There you go, a little bit of liquid down there. We give it a bit of a massage just to work the wax and loosen the wax up a bit. All right, we'll give it a bit of a wipe over. There you go, Sport. There's not too much wrong with Dodge, to be honest. He's as solid as a truck. And I think Ashley does a really good job of keeping Dodge in top nick, which is great. Yeah. What about me?
It's a relief for Ashley that her two best mates are healthy.
It gets a bit lonely out here, so to have a dog just makes it so much easier. They're your best friends. They're everything. And to have these guys doing that is just great. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Come on, guys.
Good luck with him.
Thank you.
Look, it's been great because we've been able to meet some people, who care for their dogs as much as I care for mine, and it's nice to be able to help them out in a little way to help them give some health advice to help their dogs' lives, to make it a little bit easier.
Good news, guys.
Oh, yay! Bra straps for everyone.
Well, funnily enough, not. Went for a more masculine option of trouser hooks.
Trouser hooks.
Yep. So, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
So we might get Donna set up for surgery and...
Yep, let's get her on the table.
You're going.
In Cairns, Chris is ready to begin surgery to repair Donna's shattered shell.
Can I get you to hold her there?
Yeah.
If the shell isn't fixed, Donna runs the risk of developing a life-threatening infection.
The challenge we've got in repairing this shell is the fact that it's living tissue. It has a blood supply, so we're actually pulling some of it back just so we can get those ends of the crack together. It's not easy, and it can be quite traumatic. The helpful thing here is that by putting a neck like that, it should show off a jugular vein.
At the moment, because we're dealing with a creature we don't routinely see that has an injury that is quite rare, we're having to go to extraordinary lengths to come up with a solution.
Just stick your finger in his mouth just to see if he's asleep yet.
After you.
These jaws are incredibly powerful, so if I can avoid losing a finger, it'd be ideal. Sound. She's a real challenge. I mean, you're dealing with a patient that takes up to 10 minutes to fall asleep from her anaesthetic. And from there, she's still got the ability to chomp down. So we're having to be very careful, but also really plan out every move. Okay, let's get this in here.
Donna is finally anaesthetised, but suddenly there's a problem.
She was breathing every, 4 seconds. It's starting to slow. And I'm probably going to have to start breathing for her now.
There's just a bit of concern at the moment because we're not seeing any signs of life out of her. These guys are renowned for not really giving too much away. Their pulse rate's incredibly low, respiratory rate's incredibly low under anaesthetic, but we can't get any sign of life out of her at the moment. She's gone from biting my finger to all of a sudden being incredibly deep, to the point where we can't see any breaths, we can't really get any sort of pulse rate, we can't hear a heartbeat.
You happy for me to give her a breath?
Yeah, give her. Oh. It's alive. It's bitten on the finger.
Oh, okay.
Being bitten on the finger by a turtle is normally something I dread, but I've never been happier for it to happen. Now it means I can finally get on with fixing Donna's shell.
You can see just how much that's overriding. This needs to shift all the way up there, but the problem is it's now not going back into place. So we have to take some of that off, and then hopefully the forces will relax, we can actually slide those two plates together. If you clean her up, I'll get started on this and we'll just move quickly.
Yeah.
The equipment we have to use is essentially equipment we normally use for orthopaedic surgery, where you are operating on bones, so it helps, but it still makes it very slow progress.
The whole point of cleaning these edges are all about making sure we minimise the chance of infection, but also we give ourselves the best chance of getting a strong bond.
We're still overriding quite a bit there, so I may just try to take a bit off the end here. So I've decided to take a bit more of a dramatic approach, because if I just continue to sand back that shell, we're just never going to get to the point where we're getting these ends of the shell to meet. But with these ronges, which are essentially bone cutters, we're able to really get to a good point where it's looking like the shell's starting to align. Okay. It's starting to look more like it.
Yeah, that looks good.
Really part of the battle here has been trying to get this crack back to really healthy tissue where there's nothing dead and there's nothing where it shouldn't be. So now I'm pretty happy we're in that place. So it's Time to get some gloves on, get started.
Hi Susie, I'm Claire.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Come through, I've got a little cormorant to give you.
Oh, great.
Okay.
At SASH, it's time for Colin the cormorant to be taken into care with animal rescue group Wires.
We get a lot of calls at Wires for seabirds with fish hooks, but they are normally so hard to catch because they can normally still fly. Luckily, some people caught this one and it's been brought in and able to be saved.
Hello. Whoa, certainly a lot more energetic tonight. Just wrap up his wings there. Pop your little head out. Oh, isn't he beautiful? Okay, Susie, would you be able to just put a gentle hand on here, hold his wings down?
Certainly.
So I'm just looking for a little loose piece of skin at the top of his leg. That's perfect, Susie, thank you. Nice warm fluids with a little bit of glucose just to help him on his way. All done. What a good patient.
So I'm going to take the cormorant into care for a couple of days, see how it goes with feeding. As long as it's eating well, it can be safe to be released.
Great, so I'll hand him over to you now. He's in your care and hopefully he'll be back out in the wild pretty soon.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long.
Great. It's not every day I get to see a cormorant and Colin has just been the best little patient. I'm a little bit sad to see him go, but I'm really happy that he'll be back out in the wild soon.
I'll open it up and you can just have it.
In Cairns, surgery to fix Donna's shattered shell is underway.
The way we're actually going to attach these metal clips is kind of the same way as you attach braces to teeth. We'll form a resin that goes directly on and really bonds the shell to the metal of the clip. Weirdly getting flashbacks to when I had braces. They're not happy memories. Be really careful to leave what is the crack and essentially the open wound here very clear of anything, because that's living tissue, that has to heal. It's going to form a scab and then a scar. So we're going to run some wire between them all, but we're still dealing with some big forces that are going to try to pull this down. So what I'm thinking is, using an oversized paddle pop stick or a tongue depressor, we're going to glue that in place, and that's going to be a really supportive brace just to counteract those forces. Just want to make sure we get the angle right here. The wood as a material is perfect because it has a little bit of give, and you want some flexibility just like the natural shell does. This has really become one of the most bizarre surgeries I've ever done.
With everything in place,
okay, that's a good start.
Chris can now start the final stage of the reconstruction.
So we're using a figure 8 pattern to balance out the forces and make sure that it's pulling in a really parallel way. So once the wire's in place, it's just a simple matter of twisting it to tighten it, and naturally will actually apply that tension across that wire. And it's that tension that's going that direction that's actually going to bring the shell back together.
After 90 minutes, Donna's surgery is finally finished.
All right. So looking at it, we've got a good supportive structure across the top here, but now between these clips, it's really bringing those edges back in together nicely. There's no overriding. Everything's looking like it's pointing in the right direction. All right. We can wake her up.
Yeah, looks great.
The nature of turtle shells means that this won't be a quick recovery. It's going to take weeks and months for that shell to get its strength back. But thankfully here, in this vet clinic, she's in safe hands. She just needs to learn to live a slower pace of life.
All right, so this is your temporary home. Once you're all healed up, you know what you can do? You can use those snapping jaws as much as you like.
The team here at Marlin Coast will look after Donna for the next few months, and then those clips will be removed, and then she'll go back to the wild. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Isn't it?
Yeah, Alex.
Chris, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Come on through, mate.
Chris is in Cairns helping out at the Marlin Coast Veterinary Hospital, and today his first patient is an unusual one.
What is in the bag?
It's a bit of a special lizard, a bit of a surprise for you. They're quite an endangered species and we're part of a breeding program for them here at Cairns Tropical Zoo.
Okay.
Well, I heard that Chris was in town, so I brought in something a little bit different, a little bit rare, so I think Chris will be quite excited to see it.
Wow.
So this little guy here is a Fijian crested iguana.
Yeah. I've been to Fiji a lot of times, and these guys, I know they're in a lot of trouble, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Their population is quite low. They've only found on a couple of islands around the Fijian archipelago.
Yeah.
This little iguana has been named Aku after a Fijian sporting star.
So what's what you're worried about him?
Well, his appetite's gone down and he just hasn't been himself lately.
So just not as energetic?
Basically, yeah, not as energetic. Hasn't been eating as much as he normally would and nowhere near as active as normal.
It's a tricky one. Can I just get your hole in there? I'm just going to get my stethoscope. Fijian crested iguanas are one of the rarest creatures in the world, so you have to make sure that each and every one of them is healthy and hopefully able to breed. But right now, the thing that's caused this guy to be off colour is a complete mystery. That all sounds fine. Both heart and lungs, all normal. Look, the fact that he's not eating like he should makes you think that it's got something to do with his digestive system. So, you know, if we can really focus our search around his abdomen here, the thing is, he feels a bit tense. You know, if anything, when I do push in there, he takes a little gulp and then all of a sudden he isn't so active. So there's some discomfort coming in here. And certainly he's what we call guarding. He's really trying to protect that belly of his.
Yeah.
He hasn't changed his diet at all?
No.
I'm at a bit of a loss to explain why he's showing the signs he is. I think probably the best thing to do right now is take an X-ray.
Okay.
If we do that, we'll get a good look, I guess, you know, inside that abdomen of his and just see if anything's bubbling away there.
He's a cool iguana. I've been working with him for probably the last, coming up to 8 years now. So I guess grown up with him a little bit and got a bit of an attachment to him. So it's concerning to hear there could be something wrong going on in his abdomen. So hopefully we can get to the bottom of it pretty quickly.
Anna and Paul have made a 600-kilometre journey to SASH with their beloved pup, Teo.
Easy, hun. Oh.
The 13-week-old is in excruciating pain after a play fight with another pup went horribly wrong.
We think he took a tumble trying to walk. He was screaming. Just wouldn't stop screaming every time he moved. He was just screaming. I'm really worried that it's something that could ultimately end his life. Yeah, it's so... Oh, baby.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Lisa. I'm one of the emergency vets.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, thank you.
What have we got over here?
This is Teo.
Okay. And what's happened?
He was playing and we think something happened. We think he rolled over and then seemed to be unable to walk without screaming.
Okay.
Just constant screaming. We're not talking, oh, we're talking, oh, scream.
And he's been a healthy puppy?
Yes.
So he's never had a problem before this came on really suddenly?
Suddenly.
And he just looks pretty miserable there, doesn't he?
He's very unhappy.
Well, what I'm going to need to do is see him walking around.
Okay.
If you don't mind popping him down on the ground so I can just see what his movement is like.
He's in a lot of pain, and something like this has to be caused by something pretty serious. I can't exclude trauma as a possible cause. So he could have an injury to his spine or his spinal cord or even the muscles around the neck. But what I really need to work out is, has he got something else underlying, and this was just a coincidence. He's wagging his tail, that's a good thing, and he's actually got the ability to walk. All right, honey. All right. All right. Okay, let's pop him up on the table and I'll take a better look at him. It's so difficult for me to see Teo in so much pain that I can't even imagine how hard it is for his owners to see him like this. He's like their child, and screaming in agony has got to be really traumatic for them as well.
Poor boy.
Lisa is hoping a full health check will help determine the cause of Teo's pain.
It's really important with a young dog to make sure that he hasn't got a fever as well as this, because it could be something pretty serious if that's the case. All right, his temperature's normal. He's really sore. It's just like, I don't know where to touch him, where the pain's actually coming from.
Initially, you couldn't touch him anywhere. It was like it was coming from everywhere.
Even though I know Teo is in agony, in order to try and work out what's going on, I'm going to actually have to try and touch the areas where it's sore, and this is really going to hurt. All right, sweetie.
Watching their young pup in pain proves all too much for Anna and Paul.
I need to be able to fix him. I have to fix him. I can't not fix him. It's not an option. We have to fix him. I can't imagine not fixing him. It's too much dog.
He just cannot take his eyes off me. It's kind of mutual.
At the Marlin Coast Veterinary Hospital, Chris is trying to work out what's wrong with Aku, an unwell Fijian iguana.
It's hard not to be just a bit mesmerised by the sight of him. I mean, these are one of the rarest and most endangered iguanas, or lizards really, anywhere in the world.
Chris is x-raying Aku to try to work out why the extremely rare iguana has suddenly lost his appetite.
All right, what's that? X-ray. Wow, that's not what I expected. This isn't a digestive problem at all. This is something completely different.
I take one look at Aku's x-rays and straight away the weight lifts off the shoulders. It's there in plain sight. Aku has a bladder stone, and a large one. But now comes a bigger concern. How do we get it out?
That would hurt. There are a couple of ways that you can get a bladder stone. Certainly it can be a metabolic thing, where you actually produce too many minerals and it starts to form a crystal, and a really big one at that. Or it can be a dietary thing, or it can be the result of infection. But the reasons why don't really matter so much right now, do they? No. So that's got to go.
Aku's keeper Alex is anxiously waiting for news.
My concern is with Aku, they are an endangered species. There's not too many of them left, so each one is very precious to us.
All right.
How do we go?
I've got some news that you're probably not going to expect. Mm-hmm. He's actually got a massive bladder stone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, I've never seen one of these before in an iguana. I mean, it is, we're talking, that large.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, that would be the reason why he's been a bit off. Mm-hmm. He's carrying around probably about 30 grams of stone in his belly.
Yeah, right.
When I tell Alex, his face is one of slight confusion because he's not really sure whether he should be relieved or concerned. It's good news that it's not cancer, but at the same time, it's a worry, the fact that now Aku is facing major surgery.
So what's the next step, I guess?
You can try to dissolve these stones, but it will take many months. I don't think that's really fair on him to put up with the stone for all that time.
Yep.
The best thing to do would be to operate. Actually go in there surgically and remove that stone.
Okay.
So that's all right with you. We can do that today for you.
That'd be great. Yeah, I think the sooner it's done, the better, really, isn't it?
When you have bladder stones this large, you're talking about quite significant pain and usually quite significant infections as well. So for those reasons, I don't really want to delay on this. It's important we get Aku into surgery straight away.
Cool, man. You come with me.
Oh, sweetie, okay. All right, darling. It's every time he moves, isn't it?
It's heart-wrenching.
All right, honey.
At SASH, 13-week-old Teo is in excruciating pain.
All right, sweetie.
Anna and Paul have travelled more than 600 kilometres to find out exactly what's wrong with their beloved pup.
We just wanted him to stop crying. That's all, just stop crying, please. That's the hardest thing, to have to listen to him cry.
All right, his tummy's not painful. It's certainly not coming from there. Okay. Yep, that's where it's coming from. It really seems to be his neck and his shoulder area. It's really just localising to this area up here. The rest of his back seems okay. Fortunately, his nerves seem to be functioning normally. His temperature's normal and the rest of his vital signs are all normal, but he's in a lot of pain, as you can see. What could he have done? I mean, it could just be muscular. He could also have a problem that he was born with, so some sort of a structural problem with his spine. But more seriously is if he's done something to the bones in his spine or even the nerves there, and that can certainly also cause pain like this. Depending on what he's done, sometimes surgery is needed and sometimes it's not. So I'm not going to ignore the fact that the playing could be a trauma, but he could also have a serious illness like meningitis going on, which could cause pain like this.
If it's meningitis, I don't know what I'll do. If it's a spinal injury, I don't even want to think about it.
The next step would be to image the area. Because he's in so much pain, I think doing a CT scan would give us our best information. It will allow us to look at the bones of his neck and shoulder area. While we're doing that, we can also get a sample of his spinal fluid. So it's like a lumbar puncture, and that will allow us to work out whether he's got meningitis or not. So we're getting a lot of information by doing this CT scan.
For Paul and Anna, it will be a long, anxious wait for answers.
There's a bit of panic, there's a bit of stress that we can't fix him. If I can't fix him, we can't replace him.
Lights are on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come on, little one.
So we'll try for the tail wound here.
Yep.
In Cairns, Chris is starting surgery to remove a massive bladder stone from little iguana Aku.
Feeling really sleepy now.
I'm about to operate on one of the rarest animals in the world. An animal that is notoriously difficult under anaesthetic, an animal that is quite old, and an animal that has quite a significant medical problem. Yeah, you can understand why, right now, I'm a bit concerned.
The plan really is to cut down through the skin, through the abdominal wall, and my thinking is straight after that, I should find what I'm looking for. Alright, I'm now pretty happy with this opening incision. This isn't a situation where I have to go searching for what I'm looking for because it's right there. That bladder stone is just dominating Aku's abdomen there. If there's any doubt as to whether that's it or not, that settles it.
It's not called a bladder stone for nothing. It is rock hard, and it is made of one big lump of crystal. It's heavy, and you just know it'll hurt like hell. For all those reasons, this lump has to come out now.
So believe it or not, that is the bladder, but the bladder is totally full to the brim with rock. It's just all bladder stone.
The challenge now is to get the stone out safely.
So my hope is I can actually pull this bladder out and get it on the outside of the body. And maybe a dream. It's not really playing ball.
Oh, doll. Good kitty. And this one, look at you.
It's a hectic day at SASH, and it's just got busier with some unexpected arrivals.
And guys, what have we got here?
We've got 7 little kittens.
Oh,
They've
my
been
Lord.
found abandoned in a box.
Oh dear. Okay. Let's give them all a bit of a check over.
Yeah.
Who's volunteering?
I think this one
We'll
is.
go that one. Okay.
Come on, little one.
All right, bye-bye. There we go. What do we got here?
The little kittens were dumped with no food or water, and Dr. Steve Ferret needs to do urgent health checks.
We don't know how long they've been out there. We don't know what sort of condition they're in, so we just want to make sure that they're all okay. So we're just checking the eyes for any redness or any conjunctivitis, I guess. We're making sure that there's no sort of snotty or watery discharge coming out of the nose, or that they're not sneezing. A lot of those signs can suggest that maybe they have come in contact with a bit of cat flu. Okay, so that's the last one done. So he seems pretty happy and healthy.
The next important step for these tough little survivors is an essential flea treatment.
We'll just give you a good wipe down. Even though it looks like they don't have any fleas, sometimes they can hide away in their coat. So we treat them with this medication just to make sure that it's not going to cause any problems for them. Okay, so that's the last one done. Let's get these guys out the back. We'll give them their little worming dose in their dinner tonight, and then we'll go about trying to find them some new homes.
All right, let's go.
I am surprised that these guys are in such a healthy condition, which makes me think they weren't out in the elements for too long. The person that did bring them in, we owe a lot of thanks to.
Yeah, someone's tired.
We'll keep these guys here for a couple of days more just to make sure that they stay fit and healthy. Then we have a couple of our nurses that work here that are involved in kitten rescue and adoption, so we'll leave it in their hands to make sure they end up in good family homes.
Okay, so we're into the bladder now. So with any luck, if I can get these in the right place, we might just have some action here.
In Cairns, Chris is trying to remove a massive stone from the bladder of a Fijian iguana called Aku.
It is egg-shaped, so I'm just trying to roll it over so I get the narrowest part. Try to squeeze it out. There it is. One big stone. Massive. Extraordinary. Living with that just had to be a nightmare. It's essentially made of minerals like calcium and phosphorus and magnesium, and they all bond together and form this rock.
You can't imagine the pain and discomfort that Aku has been experiencing up until this point. If Alex hadn't picked up on those subtle signs that Aku was showing, then his life would have continued to be absolute torture.
Let's give this a big flush. The worry we have is that because that bladder has been opened, and we know that bladder is full of bacteria because it's had the big stone in it, the concern is we can now spread that bacteria into Aku's abdominal cavity.
Any more?
No, that's good to start with.
Now Chris can start stitching up Aku's bladder.
This is really, really finicky. Everything is now shrunk down, but that stone's gone, so it's absolutely microsurgery. That's the bladder now. I'm happy with how that's looking.
Finally, Chris can close up the wound.
This is just some antibiotics and just provide a bit of an extra barrier to any infection taking hold. Okay, my Fijian friend is done, so it's time to wake him up. Crystal, he's the same iguana, isn't he?
Yes.
He looks very different. You changed colour, buddy. What was that all about? What he's done is, because he's been on his back and under anaesthetic and getting cold, he's decided that if he darkens himself up, makes himself black, then he absorbs more heat. It's just one of those incredible adaptations these guys have. Okay, buddy. You ready? There we go. Oh, no, you can't leave yet. No. No, you really can't. I know you think you're ready, and I appreciate that, but you're not. So let's just take it slow.
You would never know that this little guy has just experienced major abdominal surgery. He's up, ready, and keen to get moving. It is unbelievable.
You are fiery, aren't you? Alex is going to be here soon, so if you put on this sort of display, we'll be very impressed. But for now, just rest, huh? Hey mate, how are you?
Not too bad. How did you go?
Good. Yeah, it's been quite a day for everyone. But look, he's just taken the no frills approach to it. He's unmoved, but you can see that's where we went in.
Oh, yep.
Just in there.
3 hours later, it's time for Aku to go home.
He should recover pretty quickly. That area tends to heal up beautifully.
Okay,
so
awesome.
After a few days, you should start to see that appetite of his returning. He should be a lot brighter than he was before.
Yeah, great.
He doesn't have that big rock sitting.
Be a lot more comfortable for him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, but look, he's bounced back incredibly well after the anaesthetic.
Yeah, awesome. Couldn't have gone any better then.
Yeah.
It's great to hear that the surgery went well and the bladder stone was removed successfully, and who knows, maybe he might be interested in breeding now because he is an endangered species, so each and every one of them is very important.
Let us know how he goes, mate.
Yeah, will do.
If he starts fathering some, we should know about it.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Okay, no worries, buddy. I'll put him back in here.
It's a special day when, as a vet, you get to treat an animal that hopefully is one of the cornerstones of preserving an entire species. But today has been that day. Aku had a unique problem, but thankfully a problem we're able to fix. And hopefully now, the rest of his life involves producing many more Akus.
We have some food for you guys.
Next day at SASH, the 7 abandoned kittens found dumped at a local park are thriving on all the attention.
Hungry? Oh, someone's hungry.
Oh, they're eating well for us,
yum.
it seems.
Very good.
Although they've had a rough start to life, that's all about to change. Bree from Paws and Claws Pet Rescue is waiting to take all 7 kittens home.
They'll come home with me and we'll feed them, and when they're of age, we'll microchip, vaccinate, desex them, and try and find them the best homes possible so that they can grow up knowing love and support and being a member of any family that they can be.
Kitties, going on home. Hi, I'm Claire. You must be Bree.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Let's bring the kittens straight through.
Thank you.
These are the beautiful kittens.
Oh,
look at them.
No, they're very lucky to be found and brought in.
Hey, you got a big tummy. Have you got any plans for them?
So they'll come into care, we'll fatten them up a little bit, make them a bit stronger, and then after all the medical, we'll get them homes.
Get them a nice home.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss them, miss their cuddles.
Oh, they've got beautiful little markings.
They do.
You're such a sweet little face. The 7 little kittens are doing so well. The vet nurses here have done such an amazing job. It won't take long at all to find them a perfect home.
Oh my God, are these the kittens?
Yes.
Oh, and are you going to take them?
I am.
Yeah.
While it's hard for staff to say goodbye, It's a huge relief for everyone that these 7 orphans now have the best possible chance at finding forever homes.
You're lucky last. There we go, sweetie. We'll pop them in. Perfect. Look at them all snuggled up.
All right, thank you again.
No worries.
No worries at all. I'll keep you informed and I'll let you know how they go.
Pleasure having them. Have fun.
To a good home.
All right, bye.
Bye. I am so proud of the kittens. The kittens are doing absolutely amazing. Bree is an amazing carer. They're going to be well looked after. Come on, we'll get you home and get you food.
So if I just lens you
And I just head, yeah. Ready?
At SASH, Teo's CT scan is about to begin.
Good boy.
Specialist surgeon Dr. Steve Fernside is hoping the scans will give a clear diagnosis of what's causing the 13-week-old pup's severe neck pain.
So little Teo's come in. He's a pretty sick little dog. He's got an extremely sore neck. So our next step is to do a CT scan on him. CT is like a 3-dimensional X-ray. So it allows us to look in a great deal more detail at the structures of his neck to try and define what the cause of his pain is.
For Steve, Teo's case is a diagnosis of exclusion.
So what we're really concerned about with Teo is that he suffered a serious injury to his neck. There are other possibilities. He's got some disease like meningitis or something like that that could be causing severe pain. And obviously it's difficult to talk to a puppy and communicate with a puppy about what's happened, so we've got to investigate all the possible causes, and the most serious being that he could have caused a serious damage to the bones and structures of his neck.
Teo's owners, Paul and Anna, are anxiously waiting for answers.
I hope the vet's going to tell me that we can fix him, and quickly. I just want him to be fixable. Not knowing is horrible. It really is horrible.
There's something there.
It's large.
It doesn't take long for Steve to spot a problem.
He's got something happening. I don't know what it is. There's something happening at about see this on the left side of his cord here? It looks like there's something that's pushing into the spinal cord in the lower part of the neck. It's an area that's quite deep within the neck. So what we're going to do with Teo is give a little bit of dye into the system, which allows us to take another CT scan and allows us to get more detail of the area that we're particularly interested in. It's a little bit intriguing. When we get to this location here, we can see there's something starting to push on the left side of his spinal cord. And then once it's finished, the spinal cord sits back in its normal position. I think the possibilities are 2. One, he could have suffered an injury to his neck and he's got a blood clot around the spinal cord. The second thing is, it's very unusual in a younger dog, he's actually ruptured a disc as a result of a playing or something like that with another dog, and that's the disc is herniated up next to the spinal cord. I have to be honest, I really haven't seen anything like this in a pup of this age.
Although the scans are showing evidence of trauma, Steve needs to rule out any other conditions that may be causing Teo's symptoms.
So what we're going to do now is just do a lumbar puncture on little Teo to get some spinal fluid. And that's going to go away to the laboratory to be analysed. And that helps us to check if he's got meningitis or something like that. So I have to say he's unusual, to say the least, but we'll get to the bottom of it one way or another.
With no definitive answer, the wait continues for Teo's distraught owners, Paul and Anna.
You run from the worst case scenario. What do we do if we have to put him down? I can't do anything for him. And I hate that. I hate that limitation on myself.
It's going to be a little while yet. It's very hard for the owners because they want to know what's wrong and how to treat him and whether he's going to be able to live a normal life. And they're answers that are hard to give them at the moment.
That's the yard. That's all the mums and bubs. Okay.
At the Australian Reptile Park, General Manager Tim Faulkner has asked Chris for help with 3 new arrivals.
The problem is that they go wandering at night. When there's 3 mums, they go back to the wrong mum. Head in the pouch, drink the milk, oh, this seems like my mum, and that's a problem for us. We manage the genetics of all of our animals at the reptile park, and the last thing we want is for the joeys to switch parents, and that could result in an inbreeding in their adult life. We need to know who the mum and dad are. We need to give them microchips so that they can be individually identified. Come on, mate. Come on, little fella.
The whole idea of a microchip is to provide a permanent form of identification, one that just can't be removed or changed. It's essentially a number, but it's their number for life.
Don't you do it. Hey, look, they're about to swap mums.
Chris is getting a first-hand demonstration of the truant joeys in action.
In the wild, koala mums wouldn't live this close together. And if their joey went missing a few metres away, they would actively find it and get it back. Meg's doing what she thinks is natural. Good mum. And Meg's off after her.
What's that baby? Hey.
The sex of the cheeky joeys hasn't been determined, so that's Chris's first job, along with a full health check.
Oh, no, I don't think so. It's not going to happen. You're going to use that as your tree, are you? You know what that's connected to? My head. Come on.
I'm dying to know. We got a boy or a girl?
What girl is it?
We got a pouch.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Most years we have almost always boys.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes like 3 males to 1 female. Joey number 1, and it's a little girl, and that's great news. Girls can have more joeys and the population gets bigger. You're welcome to name her. It just has to start with a J. That's how we keep the family lineage.
What about Jerry? You okay with that? You have Jerry Hall.
We can have Jerry.
Jerry is the first joey to get her all-important microchip.
It's all right. The microchip goes underneath the skin, just between the shoulder blades. It's a very numb part of their body, so the needle doesn't really hurt when it goes in. But most importantly, it's usually an easy place to access with the scanner, so you can always read that number.
Stay there for a minute, mate. There you are. 1 down, 2 to go.
4, Anna. Come on through. I've met little Teo. He's a lovely little dog.
Thank you.
At SASH, Steve finally has some news for Teo's worried owners Paul and Anna.
So these are pictures of his neck. So see how the spinal cord gets distorted and pushed across to the right. So there's something sitting in the spinal canal outside his spinal cord pushing on it.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Look, he hasn't got any broken bones, so a lot of the nasty things that we will sort of look for is good. I think the worst case scenario for him is that he's got some sort of infection there, and they can be challenging to treat, to be honest. Won't sort of beat around the bush with you on that. I think the best case scenario and the most likely thing is that he's had a rough and tumble with his mate, he's injured his neck, and he's got some bruising there that will, over the period of time, will dissipate. All right? Yeah. But you want to have a quick visit with him? Yeah. Just see if he's having a sleep. He was pretty sleepy there before. So Teo's a really tough case because it's really hard to make a definitive answer as to what's caused his problem. But we have some fairly strong suspicions.
There we go. Oh, sweetie. That was a good boy.
Hello. Just glad he's awake and glad he's happy. He looks better already. It's nice to see him so pleased and so happy.
In an ideal world, every animal that would walk in, we'd have an answer within 5 minutes and then be able to treat it within 10. Life's just not like that. Life's a lot more complicated.
Everyone is now desperately hoping the test results from the lumbar puncture will give them a definitive answer on what's wrong with little Teo.
All right, now Teo. Spinal fluid results.
Later that day, the results of little Teo's lumbar puncture are finally in.
The news is good. I mean, they reported them as normal, which is great, so The big relief that he doesn't have meningitis or some of the problem that puppies can get like that. So that's terrific. It's one thing to tick off the list, which is good.
Steve is now confident he knows the cause of Teo's excruciating pain.
My feeling is that he's probably had an injury to his neck, suffered during a play with his mates. It is pretty unusual to see an injury that's caused some bleeding around his spinal cord. But I guess puppies will be puppies. They'll play, they'll do things that are rough, they'll grab each other around the neck, they'll shake each other. So these things can certainly happen.
Steve hopes that medication and rest will help the German Shepherd pup to recover.
There is a possibility that we might need to operate on Teo. It's not something that we want to do because he's very young and the area that is affected is incredibly difficult to access. So we're certainly going to use that as a last resort, but it may be required.
Foot off, they're like fishing hooks, aren't they? Yeah. Yep, she'll go straight on your shirt.
At the Australian Reptile Park, Chris is helping microchip 3 babies so Tim can tell who's who in the koala enclosure.
Nails off. There you go.
But Joey number 2 is giving Chris a feisty reception.
Right hook. You learn something very quickly with these Joeys. They're packing cute looks and claws like razor blades. Yeah, it's a girl.
Another girl?
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
It's more good news for Tim's breeding program. And Chris names this girl Miley.
Not a bad name. You've been injured.
Miley. Wrecking ball.
Yep, sharp.
Hello. Yep.
With the microchip in place, it's time to round up Miley's mum.
Come on, Meg. Down this way.
But Meg's not budging.
Can you make a little koala call?
I'll give anything a go. And mimicking the sound that a Joey makes when it's calling out to its mum, surely can't be that hard.
Come on, Meg. Come on, Meg.
What surprises me most is the fact that Tim is actually impressed with this. What surprises me even more is the fact that it works. Away we go.
Well, I've seen some things, but I got to pay that.
The koala call.
The koala call was brilliant.
It's a gift.
And there's one more Joey, and it's also a girl.
We got a name?
I think so.
What do you got?
One of those new age names.
What is it?
So it's not Teresa, it's Teresa. After the trees, but not spelt that way. With an apostrophe. R-E-E-S-A-H. Huh? Fancy.
Ah, good girl.
Here we go.
Overall, this was great. 3 little girls, healthy little girls, all now identified. My kind of day.
There we go. Come on. You can do it. I'm bleeding, scratched, red raw, which is a typical day here, so thank you.
Good on you. Thanks, mate. See you later.
Mate. Thank you.
Can't wait to hear his kids' names.
Hey there, little mate. You had your brekkie? Good boy. Come on. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, you're feeling a bit better, aren't you? Come on, sport. Come on, Teo. Good boy, that's the way. Oh, you're doing great, mate. Well done.
Next day at SASH, there's some exciting news for brave little Teo.
Teo's doing a lot better. He's more comfortable, the medication is starting to work, and we're happy that he's heading in the right direction. So the good news is that he can go home. Come on, Teo. There's a good boy.
It's been an incredibly difficult few days for owners Paul and Anna. But finally they've got the news they've been so desperate for.
This morning Steve has some answers for us and yes, we can take baby home. So I'm really pleased with that. I'm really happy.
Come on, good boy. Good boy. Look who's here. Look who's here. There we are, team. I'm really pleased with him.
He's a good boy.
I'm really pleased with him. Actually, he was out there jumping around, you know, like there was nothing wrong with him. So I think he's doing a lot better. I'm very pleased with him, guys. So.
Baby. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Teo looks great. He can walk. He walked to me. He's throwing his paws at me.
He's looking great. He looks fantastic.
Day by day, every day he's getting better. His limp's gone away. He's getting out of the cage now without crying. His pain is much more controlled. He's happy, he's eating really well. So I think, guys, he's on the road to recovery. It's really important now that Teo takes it easy at home. He's missed by a whisker, suffering a really serious injury. He needs to take it easy for a period of time, so he needs to stay really nice and quiet. You be good. Don't play rough with your brothers and sisters. Don't give anyone too much trouble, and be good for your mum and dad.
He'll be good.
He'll be good. All right, guys. I'll leave you with him. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Have a safe trip. And we'll keep in touch.
Yeah.
I'm very relieved to send Teo home. It's lovely to see him back with his pack, back with his owners, back with his mates, and making a good recovery.
Come on then. Let's go home. Boogies. So good boy. Come on. So good boy. So good boy.
And baby, are you there? Doc will be here soon. Get you looked at.
Sandra, a wildlife carer, has arrived at the Bondi Clinic with a little orphan in trouble.
You're going to meet the vet, eh?
Earl, a baby eastern grey kangaroo, was rescued from the side of the road after her mother was killed by a car.
I suspect she's got a broken leg. She went to leap and she fell down on the front paws, and I thought, no, there's definitely something wrong here. So I think it's something pretty bad.
Hello, how you going?
All right, pretty good.
Yep, we do have a kangaroo in the clinic.
This is Earl.
Hey, Earl. All right, come on through and we'll see if we can help you out.
No worries. Thank you.
It turns out Earl is not here for a social visit. Sandy's driven her in quite a few hours to see me because she's in a lot of trouble. Okay, what's happened?
She was found on the side of the road next to a dead mum, hit by a car. And she's got a sore leg, so we're here to hopefully get the leg fixed. And so I'll throw myself on your mercy.
Okay. No pressure.
No pressure? No, of course not.
Okay. All right, let's get Earl the girl out and have a look.
I'm hoping Dr. Chris can fix her, whatever it takes. She's such a battler, and I can't give up on her. There's no way, you know.
Yes, a bit of pain there once I try to straighten that out.
Yeah, it's probably why she's holding it close to her.
Yeah, exactly. You really can't understate the lengths that Sandy's gone to just to be seen by a vet to look after an animal that in the country a lot of people just put down. So she's really taken a chance on Earl, and you've just got to hope that it pays off.
I hope this is a real deal. We've been waiting a while.
Yeah, well, I can't believe she's only one.
I can't believe a visitor saw them mating and told us.
Oh, I know.
Didn't expect that.
At the Australian Reptile Park, General Manager Tim Faulkner and dingo keeper Jules are on a very important mission.
Jules and I are heading down to look at Kala. Now, Kala is one of the park's most popular little girls. Now, she mated with Fred, and he's a black dingo from the Kimberley, very rare. We need to know if she's pregnant. Hello, guys. Hello. Hey, darling, how are you? Hey, Freddie boy, come here.
Hello.
It's fair to say that they've caught us off guard. Dina and Kala, the sisters, are only a year old. Fred's only 2. And whilst they're physically able, we didn't think they'd breed so soon. How are you? It's nice to see you too. Give me a kiss. From when they mate to when Kala will give birth, it's only 9 weeks. So now we're halfway through her pregnancy, if she's pregnant.
Come on, beautiful girl.
Door's open.
Good girl.
Do you want to get Kala? I'll keep Adina busy.
Come here,
hey,
baby.
in that way, darling. There you go.
Good girl.
Thank you. Good girl. We got her. We keep the dingoes in a pack, just like they'd be in the wild. Now, if we're going to look at one of the dingoes, and today it's Kala, we need to pull them aside because in this yard there's dominance, hierarchy and social structure. And if the other 2 get jealous, that can end in a fight. You want to have a feel around?
Yeah, what do you reckon? She feels a little bit full.
I think she's full. And how do we know if it's last night's dinner or puppies?
Yeah, it's a bit early to tell, isn't it?
I think we need to take her down to the vet.
Yeah, let's find out for sure.
You ready for a car ride? Do you want to grab the lead?
Yeah, for sure.
The reason we needed to confirm she's pregnant halfway through her pregnancy, rather than just letting her have pups as she is because another female, even her own sister, could kill the pups under the wrong circumstances. We need to know if she's pregnant. That's her. Let's go. Say bye to your sister. Hey, you too. See ya, Fred. Look at him looking on. See ya, buddy.
So apart from the leg, were there any other injuries that you saw in her?
No.
Okay, well, Earl the girl, we need to work out what's happening with this leg of yours.
At the Bondi Clinic, Chris is examining little orphan Earl.
Oh, baby.
Compassionate wildlife carer Sandra brought the injured Joey to the clinic after the Roo's mother was killed by a car.
I want to put her on the ground there.
Yeah.
That right leg there is taking all the weight.
Yeah.
It's really stuck fast there, whereas this one here, there's no weight going through that. She's certainly not comfortable.
When you look at it from behind, it's on a pretty bad angle.
It is.
Earl's holding the leg quite flexed up as though that's the most comfortable way for her to have it, and that worries me. This could be a dislocation, it could be a serious sprain, or worse still, it could be a fracture.
She's obviously got something fairly significant going on there. And in such a small, fragile little thing, it's always going to be a big challenge for her to overcome that.
Oh, baby.
We've got a really significant structural problem there, and kangaroos are notoriously difficult to treat. Their bones are very, very flexible, almost elastic. So if there is a problem with any of these bones here, they're not going to be easy to fix.
What I might do is take some x-rays of her, just so we can assess what we're really facing here.
Yeah.
I guess the thing is, I don't really want to give you false hope if there isn't anything we can do.
Yeah.
But just know we're going to be trying everything we can because she's already been through a lot.
She has. I'm just hoping that Chris can do something for Earl. I'm just living in hope at the moment.
Earl the girl, we need to work out what's happening with this leg of yours.
If I have any fear right now, it's the fact that these x-rays could reveal an incredibly nasty fracture, one that just can't be fixed with any kind of orthopaedic surgery. Looking at Earl's leg right now, it's a possibility.
X-ray!
Wow. Straight away you can see there's a pretty obvious fracture line running through the, kind of like the heel bone, I guess, of Earl's leg there, which explains why Earl is having so much trouble getting around on that leg. I guess the hope with any sort of injury in a young animal like Earl is that you might be able to bandage or splint it, but we have to do something fairly drastic with this, otherwise there's just no chance for her to lead a normal life. Looking at the x-rays, there's one clear conclusion that you can draw. The only way to fix Earl's problems is with an operation. So, what we have there is a fracture.
Okay. Are you going to be able to fix it?
Well, I can't really look her in the eye and after having travelled so far and turn around and say, no, we're not going to try. So, we're certainly going to give it a go.
Thank you. I'm never going to be able to thank you enough. You realise that, don't you?
Well, thank me after the operation.
All right.
Because obviously it's a pretty big deal for a little kangaroo.
Yep. I'm scared for Earl, but at the same time I'm hopeful, and I know that she's in excellent hands with Chris, and he's going to do his best possible job because his heart's in it. You know, he wants to save her as much as I want Earl to be saved.
It's a difficult goodbye. Sandra knows there are no guarantees that the operation will be a success.
The real challenge here is that, like her bones, Earl is small and is fragile. You usually only get one chance to fix these guys during surgery. Muck it up, and unfortunately, there'd be no future for Earl.
Hey, Pete.
Morning, Tim.
How are you, mate?
Morning, Jules.
We've got Keller.
Keller?
Keller the dingo.
The dingo. All right. We don't see a lot of those.
Nope.
Not in here anyway, not in here.
Tim and Jules have arrived at the Green Cross Vet Clinic in Wyoming with 1-year-old Calla.
We've had a feel, and we don't know whether we're feeling last night's dinner or puppies.
All right, I'll have a feel. We'll see how we go. Bring her in.
Tim suspects the young dingo may be pregnant. He's hoping Dr. Peter Nosworthy can confirm the diagnosis.
It's important to know that she's pregnant because we have to plan what we're going to do at the reptile park. She's a good girl. Dingo packs are very complex. There are hierarchies, and out in the wild, females will kill other females' pups.
Just listening to her chest. Okay.
Sound good?
She sounds excellent. I'm going to have a feel of her tummy now, so I might get right up the back of her, Tim, if you go up the front, and I'll just hold her up there. Good girl. So I know what I'm feeling. I can feel a sack that if it's not a pup, she's got another problem, Tim.
Okay. So you're still doing ultrasound to be sure?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. It's nice to be confident.
You're going to be a mum. I'm stoked. I'm over the moon. We've got puppies. This is exactly the news we wanted. And not just because we're happy about it, but now we know that she's going to be a mum, we can prepare for that. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, to the left of screen there.
Yep.
You've got a pup.
Is there just one as you thought?
So that's a second one, but it's further forward in the. But you can see the sack. You can see the wall of the sack.
Yeah, there we go.
See that, and everything looks good in here, Tim. All normal development for your time frame, that 4-week mark.
How good's that, Jules?
So we're going to be having hopefully at least 2 pups in about 5 weeks' time. That's pretty exciting. I've been there since they were, this big. So it's quite amazing to see, all the way through. She's going to have pups. Like, it's just amazing.
And everything else looks perfectly healthy?
Looks great.
Okay, well, we'll get her up home.
Very exciting, Tim.
Thank you, as always. See you later.
Okay.
Bye, mate.
See you, Jules.
I'll carry her out. She's a new mum now.
Yeah, okay.
We don't want to make her walk too hard. Dingoes are one of my greatest passions. In the wild, they're getting a really hard time. Their numbers are dramatically low and they're being wiped off the face of Australia. There you go.
Hi, Mum.
If we were to successfully breed them here, it helps boost their numbers, but more importantly, the little puppies can engage with people and remind people dingoes are good. We love dingoes.
So I'm just going to give this into the muscle.
At the Bondi Clinic, brave little Earl is about to have surgery to try to repair her badly fractured leg.
Okay, you're getting pretty close, aren't you?
During this complicated operation, Chris will be working with Dr. Tony Mossman.
There are 2 things that really worry me about today. First of all, it's the anaesthetic. Kangaroos, and especially joeys, are incredibly fragile. I've learned myself the hard way that you can lose them at any time. Secondly, it's the type of operation here. We don't truly know what sort of fracture little Earl has, and we won't know until we're in there. But I just hope we can fix it.
The little orphan's guardian angel, Sandra, is trying to stay positive.
I'm hoping for an excellent outcome for Earl, but waiting for any animal to come out of an operation is a bit anxious.
All right. All good? All right, all good. Let's do it.
If Tony and I are holding on to anything right now, it's the fact that if you give little joeys like Earl half a chance to heal, they will do it, and they'll do it quickly. So we need to come up with some sort of framework, some sort of structure to this leg, because right now, there really isn't any.
There we go. You can see the fracture there now.
So that base of that bone, I guess the heel bone there is just hanging by a bit of connective tissue. And this is the gap we need to close, hopefully with a pin and some wires. But the challenge we face is the fact that Earl is so small and so delicate, and getting this back together, considering the size of the structures we're dealing with here, it's not going to be easy.
Just go a bit further down.
As we're pushing around, trying to free up some space to actually get this pin and these wires in, we realise, hang on, there's actually something wrong here.
Oh dear. It's in 2 bits. Well, so there's just little bits of bone everywhere. It's just like it's exploded.
Unfortunately, when Earl was hit by the car and her mother died, the impact of that injury has shattered
all the bones. This is no longer a case of bringing a simple fracture back together.
Oh, it's just all like mush in there.
We're now facing a major obstacle. And when you think about everything that Earl's been through, losing a mum, having a serious leg injury, you've got to hope that now isn't the time where all hope is lost.
Unfortunately, there's nowhere we can really wire that.
Yeah.
Because it's just so soft.
The big hope when you're trying to repair a broken leg is that there's only one fracture, and that way those bone fragments come together relatively easily. In Earl's case though, it's not happening. Her bones have essentially shattered.
Chris had planned to stabilise Earl's fracture using a combination of wire and pins, but her young bones simply aren't strong enough.
Yeah, gee, that's not going to hold much.
It's like trying to run some sort of wire through cheese and pulling on it. It would just give way straight away. So a new plan is just to go with a single pin. Hopefully that'll be enough to stabilise it. With the right amount of dressing and the right amount of rehab, then we're a good chance. But really, because the bones are providing the strength for this part of the leg, this pin has to do that job and hopefully become essentially the bridging structure, the real strength in this leg. Happy with that?
I think so. Okay, let's just take the pin driver off and see how stable it is. It looks pretty straight. It's probably as good as we'll get.
Yeah. All right.
Once the leg is stitched, an X-ray will confirm if the pin is in the right spot.
X-ray!
Okay, so pin's in place. It's the right distance in. Let's bring the two ends together. Much to everyone's relief, the pin is in exactly the right spot. So now it's straight back into surgery because the clock's ticking. And once we've done this, there's no turning back. Just stitch over the top of that. Okay, all done. You can wake her up. The pin's done a great job. It's gone right through the middle there. It's stabilised the entire area. And now, with the right mix of rest plus rehab, there's no reason why Earl can't be hopping around in, say, a month or so. Fingers crossed. You did well, girl.
Oh wow, there's a bit of swelling there.
2-year-old Digger has been rushed into the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH after developing a swollen throat and struggling to breathe.
I think the swelling's right at the back.
Emergency vet Dr Claire Boland is looking for any clues as to what's causing the Kelpie's problems.
Have you eaten something, mister, that you haven't told your mum?
It's really serious when a dog comes in with breathing problems. We only have a few minutes to work out what's wrong, to stop him from obstructing. They can even die really quickly.
Good boy, Mr Digger.
Okay. Digger's devoted owners, Ingrid and Ian, are desperate for answers.
It's a mystery. It really is a mystery as to why he's the way he is at the moment. We love him to death and we just don't know what it is, and we're hoping these guys can help him.
Right. Can we take an oxygen reading on him as well?
I've had a bit of a look down Digger's mouth and I can't see anything stuck in his throat. I'm going to take him through and have a look with the ultrasound and see if there's anything abnormal there.
So he's got this swelling under here, and we'll just have a look to see if there's any fluid inside it.
Bit of a mystery, Mr Digger.
That area there looks a bit abnormal.
So you think there's something solid there, or is it fluid, or...?
It's not a pocket of fluid, but it could be the start of an infection.
Digger's life is in danger. We really need to find out what's happening with him, so I'm going to send him through to our specialists to do a CT scan, and hopefully it'll be able to answer the question as to why he's having trouble breathing.
All right, Sandy, come with me.
Okay.
You look all anxious.
I am.
Well,
You've got a smile on your face.
I do, which is a good sign.
At the Bondi Clinic, brave little survivor Earl is in recovery after the difficult operation to try to repair her badly fractured left leg.
So, here she is, and here's what we've done.
So how did it all go?
It was quite tricky, actually. Rather than being one break, there were actually quite a few. Oh. There wasn't much to really put back together. So what we were able to do though was drive a pin through the middle.
Yeah, you've done the miracle. Oh, baby. Oh. Thank you so much from both of us. It's amazing. It's truly amazing.
Today seems to have gone well for Earl, but there's only one way to know for sure, and that's with a bottle of milk.
Well, our appetite's fantastic, so that hasn't changed. So.
Well, the way she knows is to hold on to the bottle there, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. So, I wanted to see her drink for a couple of reasons. One, because I thought it'd relax her and you.
Thank you. It worked.
But also, I thought that, look, if she's happy to drink and looking relaxed and looking like she's recovering well, then I can't see why you can't make that journey home.
Wonderful. That's excellent, yeah.
But she's still got one hell of a challenge in front of her. So in the next week or two, we'll have to meet up and make sure that everything's healing well.
That would be good, yes.
Now, you just can't question the commitment and the connection that Sandy has for Earl. And so I've got no doubt that over the next few weeks, Sandy's going to be watching her, constantly making sure that every need of hers is met. And for me, that's incredibly reassuring.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure. Been lovely to meet you.
It was lovely meeting you too.
I'm lovely to see how much you do care.
Okay, thanks.
Safe trip home.
Thank you very much.
I'm certainly relieved that Earl has done so well so far, but she still has a long way to go. And so understandably, everyone's nervous right now.
Good boy. Hey. We'll make you feel a bit better, hey, buddy? Good boy.
At SASH, 2-year-old Digger has a swollen throat and is struggling to breathe.
If something is stuck in Digger's throat, we need to find out what it is so it doesn't become fatal. I can't work out what it is at the moment, so the next step is to talk to Ingrid and Ian and see if they can give me any clues. Has he had any previous medical histories?
About a year ago, Ian noticed this huge lump and said, hey, I think you better take him to the vet. And they put a slit in his throat and put a cone on his head, and we bathed that for a couple of weeks. He was on anti-inflammatories and antibiotics, and when that all finished, the wound started to close over and
it healed up?
Yeah.
If it is related to a year ago, there could be this, any fragment of bone, grass seed or stick just under the skin there, and it can disappear with antibiotics and then flare up again. And until it's removed, you could get this problem happening over and over. If there's something there, we want to find it. CT scan's a good way to find out exactly what it is and whether we need to do surgery on it or not. Okay, well, would you like to come through and see where Digger will be tonight?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yep, definitely. Yep. Thank you. I don't want him to have to go through surgery if he doesn't have to. But by the same token, we're not going to muck around. If he needs it, they have to do it, get it done.
Hello, baby.
It's Mum and Dad.
Hello, Papa. Hello, baby.
Oh, he's happy to see you.
Oh, baby. Be right. Oh, I love you. You're going to be okay.
This must be really tough for Ingrid and Ian, saying goodbye to their little boy, Digger. He's such a part of their family. I can't give them any answers as to why he's having problems breathing tonight. Hopefully the CT scan will let us know, but there's just no guarantees.
Oh.
We're looking for little fragments of bone or stick or something like that. It is a little bit like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Later that day, Dr. Steve Fernside is starting the CT scan and the search for clues about Digger's condition.
We're really not sure of the cause of the swelling there at the moment. We're looking for things like bits of twig or bits of stick or a bit of bone that he's chewed, swallowed, and it's gone through the lining at the back of his throat and got caught in the tissues. The interesting thing with Digger is that he had a history of having an abscess or something in his neck about several months ago. So is that tied into the problem now, or is this a completely new problem? It's tantalising to make the connection because it was in a similar area. So we need to try and ascertain whether there's something still there at focus that could be creating an infection recurrently in the back of his throat. This is Digger lying on his back, and this is the back of his skull. And as we screen through it, this is the area of his larynx, or his voice box, if you like, around the base of his throat. And at this stage, I can't see anything terribly sinister there, which is good. I'm trying to put the piece of this fairly complicated puzzle together, and medicine's like that. It is often a puzzle that you've got to put all the pieces together and make them fit. The good news is we can't see anything too sinister on the scan at this stage. All right, Diggy Dog, let's have a look down your throat. Okay, what do we see down here, Digger? There is... That's really interesting. I've got you, Diggy Dog. I know what your problem is. Okay, yep, I can see what's happening there. I have got what looks like an old injury site. I reckon that's where he had the old abscess, down the left side of his throat here. It's all closed over and sealed up just with scar tissue. Yeah, he's certainly done some damage back there. The problem started when he had the abscess 10 months ago. And what I think is happening is he's got some scar tissue in the back of his throat that's actually interfering with the little valves that animals use when they swallow to stop food going down into their windpipe. And what's happening is that that little valve mechanism is a bit stuck, and I suspect that that's what's causing the problem in Digger's throat.
Further surgery would only cause more scar tissue and make Digger's problem worse. But Steve is hoping a few simple changes will prevent the problem from happening again.
What my suspicion is that we just need to change some of the things he does, like chewing sticks and bones, maybe put him onto some softer food which is easier to swallow, and just keep an eye on things to make sure he's not having more of a difficulty that we need to address in a more radical way with an operation or something similar.
Good boy. Can you sleep still?
Baby girl, yeah, there's the food.
Little Eastern Grey kangaroo Earl is back at the Bondi Clinic for a checkup after surgery to repair her badly fractured leg.
Hello, Sadie.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, how are you? Confusing the dogs, are you?
Yeah.
Look at that. I ain't seen one like this before, have you? No. Yeah. Coming through.
Okay.
My big hope is that Earl hasn't been using the leg too much and that the swelling has come down. If we can see a leg that is more comfortable, that is less swollen, then I'll be happy.
Has she been trying to use that leg?
Yes, she has.
You're still keeping her very quiet, keeping her off the leg?
Yeah, keeping her off, yep.
And that's a really critical thing. I still think we're probably about another 2 weeks away from her being able to start some very gentle and occasional hopping.
That would be good.
But what I'd like to do first of all is get that bandage off.
Yeah, yep.
Give her a little bit of physio and get her stitches out.
Yeah.
And then just assess where she's at. Because this excites me, you know, the fact that she is so keen to get going, it's a really good thing.
It is, yes.
So while all the signs look good from the outside, there's no way of knowing exactly what the injury is doing on the inside of that bandage. Okay.
How's it looking?
Looking pretty good.
Yeah, it is. The size is good.
Yeah. Because we are keeping this leg restricted, we need to make sure she doesn't lose the mobility in this leg.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to gently lift that up. And you can see that band there starts to tighten.
Yeah.
So we'll just give that a little bit of tension and release it. Much like a human physio does, what I'm trying to do here is just flex up that leg of Earl's, hold it for 10 seconds, and then release it. By doing that, you start to loosen any tight tendons that might have developed. So that is progress right there.
Yeah.
But to truly know just how much progress we have made, I do think we need to take an X-ray.
Okay.
We'll get a good idea about how that bone's mending, whether it's managing to form the callus, I guess the bridge over those broken fragments.
Yeah.
And from there, I guess we'll have a really clear idea about how long it is before we can get Earl hopping around.
Okay.
The surgery that Earl went through, we hoped it would be textbook, but it was far from it. And because that pin is holding together so many small fragments of bone, my big concerns are the fact that the pin could have either moved out of place or it may not be healing at all. All this will be uncovered with one simple shot.
All right, ready to go.
X-ray!
Chris is in there X-raying Earl, and I'm just trying to stay positive.
All right, okay, that's good. In terms of its alignment, I'm still really happy with that, and the join is pretty neat. The good news is the pin is certainly still in place and exactly where I want it. There's no sign of infection there. The only downside is the fact these bones just aren't dense enough. Thankfully though, it's easily fixed with some calcium. All right.
Thank you.
X-rays, it's mostly good news.
Oh, good.
So those bones have actually started to come together.
Yeah.
But they're doing it slowly.
Right.
The pin is providing that framework we need,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yep.
But the bones are still a little bit pale on the X-rays.
Right.
And they're not necessarily healing as quickly as I'd like. It probably seems strange that a joey that's being fed only milk could ever get a calcium deficiency. But when they're being fed these formulas, it's one formula for a whole lot of different kinds of animals. Joeys, however, need a lot more calcium than other animals.
A calcium supplement should help strengthen Earl's bones and assist in her recovery. Now Chris needs to remove her stitches and rebandage the leg.
I'm trying to do this firm but not too firm, just so you don't get the swelling like you had last time.
Yeah.
All right, we're done.
Okay.
That bandage can stay on for a week. And really, we get through one more bandage change to get ourselves to 2 weeks from now. I think we can look at our first hops.
That would be good. We're on a positive course now. She's a little fighter, you know, and it's just all paid off. Like, yeah, I can't thank Chris enough for what he's done to her, and I'm just positive that the end result will be wonderful for Earl.
All right.
Okay, I'll put it back in the pouch.
And safe trip home.
Thank you, will do.
For me, it's kind of a funny mix of emotions right now. I'm relieved that we've managed to get Earl to this point. I'm excited about what lies ahead, but at the same time, I'm not too cocky to think that things can't still go wrong. If we just stick to our guns, if we just do everything right from now on, then Earl could just have a beautiful life ahead.
Hello, Digger. How are you, Diggy dog? Let's have a look at you. Come on, mate. Out you come. Come on. Whoa! You're feeling a bit better, mate, aren't you? Hey? How good is that? You leapt into my arms, didn't you? Hey? How's your throat going?
At SASH, after a few days' rest, Kelpie Digger is no longer struggling to breathe.
Looking pretty good, mate, aren't you? All that swelling's gone. You're swallowing all right. You had some breakfast, have you? What was the hospital food like, mate? Was it all right? I don't think Digger needs any surgery at the moment. It might be something that we need to do into the future. But at this stage, his swelling's come down, his throat's comfortable, he's eating well, he seems to be breathing fine, which is obviously the most important thing, and I think he can go home. Oh, he's a good dog. Should we go home and see Mum? What do you reckon? I reckon.
It's been an anxious few days for devoted owner Ingrid.
Well, without having Digger around has been really tough. Yeah, it's a very quiet place without that crazy kid around.
Good boy, Digger.
Diggy!
Where's Mum?
Hello, Bubba.
There he is.
Hello, darling. Look at you. Hello, sweetheart. Oh.
That's excitement for you.
Oh, little man.
So, Ingrid, do you think he's happy to see you, or just quietly?
I think I'm happier than he is. Hello, Bubba. Hello, look after you. What's your neck, sweetheart? What's your neck? Hello.
I'm so happy to have that little man back. It's just, yeah, it's beyond words. Thinking that he wasn't going to come home or he was going to be really sick for a long time was, yeah, a bit much to think about.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. You want to come home? You want to come home?
Didn't want to get tears, but they were there. They were in the background. So yeah, he's our little man. He's just so much a part of our world. And to see him so happy, yeah, it was awesome.
Can you shake hands? Sit down.
Sit down.
Shake hands.
Oh,
good boy. Say thank you.
It's
Give
been
him
a
a
pleasure.
kiss.
Digger was just so excited to see Ingrid, and you can see that they've got that really special bond, which is so lovely. And Digger's looking good. I think his throat looks a lot better, and I'm hopeful he can just go home and get on with his life.
Good boy. Wait till you see Daddy in red. Hey, good boy.
Everyone, just keep calm. Thank you. We will get to you as soon as we can, but in the meantime, just hold on and don't use the floor as a bathroom. Thank you.
7 little patients and handler Roberto have arrived at the Bondi Clinic to see Chris.
To put it mildly right now, there is mayhem. Running amok isn't going to help anyone. No, don't do that. They are about to tear this entire clinic apart. Okay, time for the next one.
These little rascals all need health checks and their first vaccinations.
Missing out on the fun, aren't you? Okay, temperature's fine.
They can then start training as assistance pups.
As funny as it is to see these puppies doing what puppies do, it's actually kind of encouraging. What this is showing is that these puppies have intelligence, they have an awareness, and they're inquisitive in their personalities. That's exactly what you need. Because once they're fully trained, these dogs live quite incredible lives. They can do everything from turn on light switches to open doors, pick up the phone. There is really no limit to what these guys can do. You gonna be okay? There we go. Look at you now.
It's been a struggle, but finally all the pups have had physicals and their vaccinations. Eventually they'll go into advanced training where they'll become the next generation of assistance dogs and help people with special needs.
Well, look at the spots are taken, so we're just going to have to squeeze you in. And that there. There you go. All right.
Good job. Good job.
That was not simple, was it?
No. Thank you very much once again, Chris.
No worries at all. These guys have a huge future, and a future that's just so important and is going to change so many lives. But right now, I need to be just like them. Have a good lie down. Well, well, well. People say you don't get kangaroos in Bondi. How are you, Sandy?
Pretty good, how are you?
Hello, well.
2 weeks later in Bondi, it's time to find out if surgery on little orphan Joey Earl has been a success.
She has grown a lot.
Yes.
She's kind of almost part adult now when you look at her. That head of hers is like the real deal, aren't you?
6 weeks ago, Chris performed a risky operation on the little Roo.
Yeah, gee, that's not going to hold much. So we put a pin in, and I guess then splint. Yeah.
It was a marathon effort to try to repair the frail Joey's badly shattered leg.
The first thing to check really is this leg that has had the fracture is moving comfortably. If it is, then we know the pin's still in place and it should have healed up nicely. All right, so obviously just like a human leg after it's had a plaster cast on it, it's going to be a little skinnier, but it'll all start to recover. Good thing is, everything's the same length. It looks good. Everything is in perfect alignment and there's no unexpected swelling. She's getting fidgety too, isn't she?
Yeah,
like she really wants to get moving.
Yeah, she does. And, you know, like I didn't want her to put weight on that bad foot and ruin everything you've done.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We've finally got to the point now where having those feet on the ground is the reality. But at the same time, it could be a dangerous reality because kangaroos love to hop and Earl's going to be in a hurry. Oh well. You just feel your way there. How's that? Look at you.
Oh, you good girl.
She's using her front legs as well.
Yeah. I prayed for this to work out like this, and I'm absolutely just stoked she's mobile again. Yeah. You know.
Her first few steps, they're not confident, but at the same time, they're impressive. For a Joey that hasn't been able to walk for 8 weeks, to be able to gently move herself around like this takes a lot of courage, but also takes a bit of skill as well. She gets better after a few minutes, gets a balance, but then after a few minutes more, she gets tired.
I'm feeling relieved. That was my one wish and hope, that it was the day where, you know, the bandage comes off Earl and I see her put weight on there and I see it pointing in the right direction, the foot. And yeah, I just can't thank Chris enough for what he's done.
Well, she's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you've done for her.
She's had a big day.
Yes, she is.
Already.
Yeah.
I don't really like to say no or to believe that something isn't possible. And as you see Earl just taking those gentle steps around and seeing her senses light up, and you realise that this is why you do your job, is to give a second chance to those that may otherwise not have one. Feels pretty good.